Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast, and we're here today to talk about basketball wives. So let's do it. Um, okay, so it starts off exactly where it left off with Brandy and Malaysia going back and forth, and people are holding them back even though they're not gonna fight. It's all right. And you can hear Brandy saying that Malaysia's talking all that shit and everything because she had Zelda Monster. Shout out to Rocks. But they end up getting in a car and everything, and Zell is just like, I can't believe she was acting like that. I can't believe. And Malaysia is saying, oh, that's okay. She's gonna get hers. She's gonna get her. What's she gonna get, Malaysia? What you gonna do? And I'm not saying that like Malaysia's a punk because we know Malaysia will fight, but are you really about to fight Brandy? Like Malaysia, really? What you gonna do other than have a whole nother argument at a whole nother function that we don't really want to hear? We're over it. I still don't even know if I believe it all the way. Um, so then back at the party, we see Rockstar all over Angel Brinks and her stomach, and oh my God, are you good? And she's like, something doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And she's in the confessional like, well, all this arguing and everything, they didn't even stop to think, oh my God, there's a pregnant girl here. Then, oh my God, the pregnant girl should go home. Fuck is you out for at a bar and everything? Nobody needs you here. Go home. You and your man. Thanks. Um, then we have Jen. She's at the bar talking to the guy that she liked. He's really not that cute. I'm sorry. With the beard and everything. The beard just can't help everyone. Sorry. Better luck next time. That's rude. I'm sorry. He's not unattractive. He's just not like she was trying to make him out to be. And I didn't like the fact that she asked him if he wanted a drink. So they're at the bar, and isn't that what he's supposed to do? But okay, Jen. And I guess they are going to, they're exchanging numbers. She is totally the man in this whole thing. She's like, put your number in my phone and I'll call you. You'll keep it. We'll go on a date. I'm like, okay, Jennifer, get your man, girl. Then we have Jackie sitting on the couch with British and Brooke. I think it was somebody else that may have been there. Probably Duffy because she's involved in everything as well. And Jackie is telling her that she can't believe she acted that way, or she was halfway apologizing for bringing him. She didn't know it was going to be like that or whatever. And Bridge is just like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Like, why was he here? And Jackie starts crying, making it the Jackie show as usual. But then flip side, she's in the confessional and everything like, yeah, I saw them together and I know how it was and I know that he did everything he was supposed to do. And what else does she want from him? And I'm like, Jackie, how do you know? You were not in the house with them. Like, how do you know the type of real relationship they had? Like, anybody can show you exactly what they want you to see, and you're not in the relationship with him. You're not the one getting cheated on. You're not the one, having to deal with his attitude and disrespecting everything. So Jackie was out of gas, and she just minds people's business too much. Like, that's always her storyline, is Jackie minding someone else's business. Um, then we go to an ultrasound with Angel Brinks and them, yada yada. We don't care. Um, then we have Jen and British hanging out with the two randoms. One of them, her name is Nia. The only reason I remember is because my niece's name is Nia. Other than that, she's a random. And they're getting their pedicures. However, only one was getting a pedicure. Everybody else was just sitting there chilling, drinking champagne. I ain't mad at it. If it works, it works. Maybe they already had their pedicure, but okay. Um, British says that she will always love her baby daddy, and that's what she called him. I'll always love my baby daddy, but I just can't be with him right now. And I'm like, that right now is what's fucking it up for you. Why are you saying right now? Why are you giving him all of this leeway to go and do other women, a billion other women, and then eventually come back to you? Is that what you're saying? She got to get it together. Then we have the random name Nia, and I only remember her name because it's the same as my niece's name, but she's still a random. She says how she hasn't had sex in a year, and I'm like, girl, a lot of people do that. Trust me, it's not a huge deal. Okay. And not to mention, we just don't care. We don't care about you. We don't know you. We don't know you. What are you doing here? Like, really, what are they doing here? These two are just there. And I want her to stop talking. She's a cute girl, though. And I mean, she made for good TV, I guess, tonight or whatever. We're going to get there because I'm not convinced about the argument that she ended up getting into with so many smiles. But we'll get there. Jen says she doesn't need a big dick. She just needs somebody with a big bank account. And I'm like, perhaps you should try something different, Jen. Perhaps you should not only go for that because that just hasn't been working for you. Look at Tim. Tim has pleaded guilty, which is not even a laughing matter. It's so sad. Tim has pleaded guilty, which obviously he was guilty. They, freaking caught him. I think they caught him on the phone and everything. Like, he literally got his nephew killed. Why would you do that? Like, who does that? What type of monster, honestly, would set a family member up to be killed and then you take your mom for a walk down the block that he got killed on, that you had him killed? It was just all, when it all came out. Anyway, I have digressed. Like, where am I? I'm all the way on Sweetie Pies. And y'all know the only drama they had over there was little Charles that didn't want to cook that chicken, and the fact that they were always out of chicken. We're out of chicken, we're out of macaroni, we're out of, I was like, what type of show is this? Anyway, oh my God. Okay, let me go back. So yeah, I just feel like Jen needs to do something different. So all of this, he got to have a big bank account. That's not working for you, sis. Try something different. Even though I tried something different a couple times and that ain't work either. Listen, good luck to us. Yeah, I started talking about Tim and Sweetie Pies that I totally forgot my point. My point of bringing that up is that Jennifer only dated him, I'm sure, because she thought he had money. He's a business owner, he's on TV, you think he got money. Because I'm not saying that Tim is unattractive, but we all saw the body, right? We all saw the childbearing hips, the big ass, like, we all saw that, right? It wasn't just me. So I feel like Jennifer would have never given him the time of day if he did not have money, or so she thought. Because obviously, listen, I was about to go there again. We gonna get off Tim, but Jennifer again gotta switch it up. Angel Brinks and Duffy meet up and have a talk, I guess, about her mother not knowing, and that is all. We're moving along. Ugh, you guys, now we're at this brunch with Jennifer and this guy. Y'all, oh, his name is Jelani. Y'all, this man is so boring. Like, he barely says two words. She's got to do the whole thing. She's carrying this whole scene, this whole conversation, and everything. I would have been like, dude, you have zero to say. I'm going to have to go. Okay, we're going to call it quits because you have zero conversation, and that's not cute. She starts off by saying that, he gives her butterflies and he does something, gives her a little spark. And I'm like, I don't know how, because he doesn't have a little spark. This man doesn't have a little spark for himself. He doesn't have it in him. So I don't know how you got to, Jennifer, I need you not to be so desperate, for real. So they sit down and he's like, I like your glasses, because he has nothing else to say. She's just going on and on about the place and how nice it is and everything. He ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, I like your glasses. She's like, okay, well, let me take them off so you can see my eyes. And she paused. He got nothing. He got nothing. She's like, oh, well, you have nice eyes. I'm like, dude, that's what you're supposed to say to her, or something like that. Like, he has zero, he has no personality whatsoever. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I totally forgot about y'all. I fell asleep and had to wake back up because this date bored the entire crap out of me. Like, it bored the shit out of me. Ugh. So she's talking to him about kids. He doesn't have any kids, but he's open to it. She doesn't have any kids, and she goes back and forth because she had this dog that just died, and it was the most consistent thing in her life. And I'm not gonna yada yada her dog in that situation, but Jennifer gotta stop being so desperate. She's like, so did you have a good time? And she's in the confessional talking about how she really likes this. That's different for her. What are you liking? Exactly. Like, I would love to know exactly what she was liking about this date, because I hate it. I hate it all. I hate absolutely every moment of this segment. But she's like, did you like it? He's like, yeah. Would you do it again? Oh, I guess that means we have a second date. Jennifer, she gotta calm down, y'all. Like, I feel like she asked him out. He looked so uncomfortable and was like, yeah, yeah, okay. And he's not, I'm not gonna say talking about him because that's not nice, but Jennifer gotta stop being so desperate. I understand. First of all, okay, I'm going back and forth, but I am very proud of her for being able to really carry this conversation and everything. Y'all know Jennifer is fairly quiet, or so we think, but she really, carried this whole entire conversation. So maybe Jennifer has grown, and kudos to her. All right, then we get another scene that we have to fast forward past because I don't care. Jackie goes to see Angel Brinks, and I don't care. But I'm gonna assume that this is where she told her all of her boyfriend problems. She just told her everything that's going wrong, which women need to stop doing with other women, especially if it's people that have big mouths and tend to be all in your business. You shouldn't be telling Jackie all this, but okay. So Jackie goes to see British, and no, British goes to see Jackie. And Jackie starts off with, I'm mad at you. And British is like, you mad at me? Jackie is batshit crazy, y'all. So British is like, you mad at me? I'm mad at you. Like, why would you bring him there at a place, at an event where I'm trying to be single and meet people? Of course, we know Jackie goes on her norm in terms of, he wanted to be there. She was just trying to help this and that or whatever. They need to be together. And British just had to break it down like, listen, he has been rude. He has been disrespectful. He has been like off the chain, and I'm just not with it. And then Jackie's like, oh, okay, well, since you put it like that, why she gotta put it like that? She said they not together. She not trying to be with him. Why she gotta break it down for you? Who are you? All right, so we can pretty much sum up this episode because it wasn't a lot going on. I mean, it was still entertaining, but it wasn't a whole lot going on. They end up going to the gender reveal, and Angel Brinks looked a hot mess in what she came in. I don't care what nobody say. Her fashions look so cheap and cheesy. And of course, she had on an Angel Brinks original. She just looked a hot mess. While they're all standing there like, oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful. Mm-mm. She was worried about her mom coming or not, and her mom did come. She sat down talking to her mom, and her mom is like, yo, I can't believe you're doing this again. You're very brave to be doing this. That's how mama put it. And basically saying that you don't have time now or whatever. So she's, excuse me, trying to tell her mom that he's going to be very hands on. And I'm like, so you thought. And she's making it seem like he don't really, well, she didn't really say like he don't do nothing, but I'm just like, how hands on could he possibly be if he's a producer or something, right? You're doing your thing, he's doing his thing. I don't know, but mom's wasn't about it. And it just so happened though that Rockstar's dad was there sitting right in front of them. So he turns around, and when I tell y'all this man was smooth, y'all, this man was smooth. Rockstar needs to learn from his dad. He turned around and was like, yeah, my son, he is, just so in love with Angel, and he feels like she's just everything, and that all came from her parents and her upbringing, and he just really loves you and likes you. And I'm like, they ain't even met. You got to pull it back some, sir. Sir. But listen, he was winning her over, and she's like, well, we could kind of talk to each other and get to know each other. And I'm like, Rockstar don't even know how much his father just helped him out. Cheesy ass. Rockstar is just so cheesy, you guys. With all that bouncing around he be doing. So after Rockstar fools everyone and brings out this big old ring to give her as a promise again. Promises, promises. Like, she said she got 3 promise rings. Like, what the fuck is you doing? And she keep accepting them and being really happy, talking about, all I heard was that my man, told everybody in front of everybody how much he loves me. And I'm like, did he really? Because you have 3 promise rings, ma'am. None of them are engagement rings, and he's a grown ass man, and you're pregnant by him. So how much love is there? But the tweet that Brooke read out, well, it wasn't a tweet, I think it was a Facebook post that the random name Nia put out, said, I can't wait for today to go enjoy some, or to have some, out of wedlock baby shower food. And she's like, why would she put that? That's just so rude. So all the women are like, oh, okay, you think she's talking about Angel. Who else is she talking about? And my whole thing with this whole beef that they supposed to have is who's going to put that up? Oh, I can't wait for today. So basically, you let them know you're talking about today. Like, it's just all so convenient. I can't wait for today to go enjoy some out of wedlock baby shower food. First of all, it's a gender reveal. It's not a baby shower. But I don't know. Then they end up arguing, you guys. The girl comes over. Oh, let's not forget that the white dude is there. She likes his hair, which ill. She likes his face. She likes everything about him. And I don't get what none of these women see in none of these men right now. But the girl comes over. She's like, what are you guys talking about? And they tell her about the post or whatever. And she's like, you don't know. I was talking about, you don't know. Like, she's arguing back. She has no point whatsoever because you said today. You said, I can't wait for today. And she's like, I didn't think it was that shady. So then she goes to get Rockstar. Okay, so she claims she only went to go get him because she didn't want to bother Angel Brinks about it, which later on they end up bothering Angel Brinks about it. So you could have just got her in the first place. He comes over, they show him the post. He reads the post and he's just like, dang, why would you say that? That's unbelievable. You so unbelievable. And then you sitting up in here, it's unbelievable. And I was just like, what? And then he walks off. And I'm like, that was just a waste of time. He's a terrible actor, and it was a waste of time. And you guys, the whole time they were arguing back and forth, Brooke and this girl, they were smiling. I'm sorry. And then even the girl that's friends with the other second random number two, she was sitting on the side of Brooke smiling. And I was just like, are we supposed to really be buying this? Like, seriously. Because no. Um, Turns out they end up kicking her out they end up telling Angel, and I guess Angel wants her to leave. They have security escort her out. Okay, who cares? And we'll see what happens with them because I can't wait to see the rest of this argument and the rest of this fight about nothing. So we have a show with a whole lot of fights about nothing. But again, like I said, it was entertaining. I was cool with it. We'll see what happens next week. It does look like it might be good. So if you are still here, you are the real MVP. I thank you. I appreciate you. If you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please do. I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.